Pleasure to meet you all. My name is Christoph Frei, as you have heard, not Sebastian from Emerald. When you're looking at an investor, you want to either partner with as a startup or invest in as a LP, you want to ask three questions. You want to ask, do they have the right team? Do they have the right partners behind them, the right LPs? And do they have the right investment thesis and portfolio? I'm going to give you a sense of where we are at Emerald. We are a team that has grown over 23 years, gone through very painful experiences in the green tech and energy VC space. So we are one of Europe's oldest green tech-focused VCs. We have all the scars on our back, all the learning that comes with that. And we are probably one of the most experienced teams in Europe when it comes to green tech VC. My own background has been in energy. Always we have colleagues from all aspects of energy and beyond. We manage roughly $1 billion asset under management, all funds together. Our partners. When you look at our partners, ask yourself first, what do I want to achieve? I want to achieve something in the energy transformation space. Energy transformation is not a single sector challenge. It's an entire industry challenge. So you want to be able to work with the best supply chain partners possibly out there. Our LPs represent exactly that. We have chemical companies, obviously energy companies, we have technology companies, we have all aspects relevant to energy. Think about it that way. I want to do a deal in hydrogen. How do you diligence it without access to chemicals? I want to do a deal in battery materials. We have just heard about batteries. How do I do diligence without the material skills? I want to do a deal in electrification. I need the utilities. All those companies are part of our LP network. It's great for us to be able to tap into those for deal diligence. It's great for our startups to be able to tap into those as their supply chain. Those are our partners ranging from the Microsofts to the Chevrons or the Singapore Powers. Our investment thesis. I said we need the right portfolio and the right thesis. We cover everything that is relevant to the decarbonization-driven energy transformation. We think there's four main pillars. The four you have here, I'm not going to dive into those very deeply. I think they have already been discussed widely, and there's a lot of agreement. I'm very happy about that in this space, about what the priorities are. I'm going to tell you something, how we match those against some of the latest deal. Let me start by our latest deal in Aerotech. It's our investment in a SAF company. They take CO2 plus hydrogen plus renewable energy and create, with two reactors, sustainable aviation fuel. So they create basically crude, and out of that, you can distill sustainable aviation fuels. What did we like about them? If you think about SAFs, obviously it's going to be expensive. But we think about the modular approach. Our investment thesis was go for small, because what is the most expensive part of this? It's not the tech. It's the hydrogen, the CO2, and the renewable energy. Where can you get those in big volumes? Nowhere. You want to drive your learning curve with access to those places where it's cheap, from chlorine plants, hydrogen is a waste product, or from a biogas plant where CO2 is a side product, right? And you want to be able to combine that, and Aerotech is the only company on the market who can do that, with small modular reactors directly at the source of those commodities. Colibri is our investment in battery packaging. Again, airports is their beachhead market is airports. It's very challenging to electrify ground support equipment logistics at airports. Sounds easy but it's not. The battery cannot spark. Doesn't go well with kerosene. The battery must have huge performance. A pushback of a plane is quite an ambitious thing to do. It must withstand huge temperature gaps. Qatar plus 50, Toronto minus 20 degrees. And it must withstand all the vibrations that go with harsh industrial environment. It's a beautiful engineering, German engineering, that manages to do all of that, and they lead the market worldwide on airport ground support equipment logistics. The low-hanging fruit of decarbonizing the fastest growing emission which is air transport, is not in the air, it's on the ground. 5% is on the ground. We can do it today with electrification of ground support logistics. Inspired, we have Flex. I think everybody agrees Flex is the beautiful thing that we need to solve fast. They place any Flex asset into intraday markets. I see my time is almost up, but I'm cheating a little bit because I was stolen some time in the beginning. My name was kind of wrong. I'm going to tell you as last point what keeps me awake at night. What keeps me most awake at night, and we are hunting deals in that space at the moment. For every euro invested in renewable energy, we need one invested in in distribution, in grids, in transport grids. 60% of which should go in low voltage distribution grids. Why is that? In 2015, 18% of any newly connected energy went into low voltage grid. By 2035, 54% of any new built energy is directly going to low voltage grid. Can you see the mismatch there? There's lots of problems actually getting that one solved. We have heard flex issues, etc. So we are hunting all the deals at the moment that promise to help the flex at the low voltage, at the distribution grid, the VPP space. Why? Because we believe it's going to be very hard to solve that issue. It's a big pain point out there. It's one of the issues where we're going to invest next. If you have a solution, talk to us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Christoph.